Okay, welcome back, folks. This is what we're going to talk about, the Sony ZV-E10. I've shown a video of the wireless mic and the battery charger and stuff on the latest video. And anyway, I promised you some pictures. So here I am with the Z5. Here I am with the Sony A6100. This is the ZFC puppy cam. I'm missing a dog. This is my guest camera, the ZFC, but it's using the Sony G 16 to 55 f2.8. Can't beat it. I can reduce it. How's that? That a little bit better? Okay, so it's pretty clear. And of course, this is the camera we're talking about. So let's go and take a look at some pics. Share. I'm going to go to share screen. I'm going to go to working just to show you how this works. Now I am going to go to the video part of the viewer for Sony. So I should have done it, but there's the camera. And what I'm going to do is make it bigger. And I think go like that. All right, so you kind of like to have the full screen. Now this is a little bit out of focus, but anyhow, this is my cat. I have all, but I am going to pick the 16 millimeter first of all, the f1.4. And these are all raw files. So as you can see, each lens that I've used, I have had a different, I don't know, shots. See, this is at 7%, so it's the full screen. If I put it closer, so you see it's a little bit out of focus. But you can see some parts that's in focus, this right here. So it focused on this. I was focusing on that and it messed up. So I'm still learning. This is at 25% also. I should do it at, what is it? 12%? I haven't figured this out. Let's try, no. Is it that? No. Spitzel peeping. First frame. I have no idea what I'm doing. So, start remote, start edit. Output, no. So anyway, I'll just do it at that. So this is at 7%. This is the next picture. And I'm just going to scroll. It'll be easier for you. So this is still a little bit out of focus, but this is a better shot. Is that 12%? I think I can put it on the way it's supposed to be. Let's go 100%. Nope, that ain't happening. Back to 12. Let me go back to, see, no lens name. 16 millimeter. Okay, we'll just do it at that. So this is at 7%, 12%. So see, it's not clear. So I had it out of focus. That's the only problem I hate with the, you know, the focus part is supposed to be automatic focus and it's not doing it. And I think I had it on intelligent auto, not on the manual settings. So this is just showing you different ones with the 16 millimeter. I can rotate the camera, take certain shots. Here's the stuff I have around the house. You've seen this picture many times, but this is all the raw format. So you can see the Sony lenses on the right, the DX lenses for the Nikon on the left, and then the full frame lenses right underneath it. And that's for the Nikon. You can see the Apple Studio. So I see it's a little bit out of focus. That's the only thing I don't like about this camera, is you set it for automatic focus on the camera and it's not working. With the regular camera, they have the back focus button. They have more dials. It's easier. I was just using the LCD screen, hoping that it was in focus. So some shots are, some aren't. So this is just around the house. I'm just showing you all the shots I took with the 16 millimeter. This is what I use for the vlogging. So anyway, this is supposedly only the 16 millimeter. Apparently it took 257 files of this. Wow. No, 49 files, sorry. So this is the kind of like the wall mounted grandfather's clock with the Z62 on top. That's for the living room. This is what a portrait my grandmother made of me. So I'm showing you around the house different pictures. The bedroom. The only problem with this viewer is I don't know how many more to go. Let me see what this is. Yeah. So on all, it means just the. So here's my DVD. So you can see it's kind of out of focus. I don't know what file number I'm under. This is all 16 millimeter. I do, what is it? If I do actual pixels, fit to window, yeah, it's there. Let's try zoom in. There we go. That's what I should have done. So I zoomed in at 25%, and I can move it around. If I do again, that's at 33. That's at 50. You're at 100%, you can start seeing the noise. And that's the original at 7%. So this is 211. Still a 16 millimeter, I'm hoping. Trying to get to the end of it. There's Wanda. There's my Blue Yeti microphone. A 3 glass shelf where I have keyboards and remotes. Okay, so that's the end of the 16 millimeter. Now we're going to go to the 30 millimeter. This is the Sigma f1.4. And if I increase it, so this is at 7% again. So if I increase it, this is a little bit better focus. So there's no EVF. You can see on a prime where it's focused. Come on. There we go. So I'm focused like right here, right in the center, instead of the eyes. Right there. Let's go to the next picture. So this is showing out of the where the Mac Mini is located, right behind the blue chair that I usually sit. And there's a computer right outside of the kitchen. This is an open area, so it's plenty spacious. Here's a bookcase of encyclopedias, Bibles, my wife's ashes, some pottery, a mirror. This is the ZFC in the living room with the 28 millimeter. This is the entrance to my bedroom, master bedroom. See a picture of my wife when she was younger. There's a picture of Dusty chilling. This is the clock with the, which you can't see is a Z62 at top. Picture of a bike. So this is all at 30 millimeters. These are all files. I haven't looked at the info. It looks good on the screen, but you can tell when it's out of focus. But these shots are pretty well into focus. If I go to a little bit further, yeah. So you can see, look at that. So picture quality is excellent. You just have to get the focus just right. So you see this one's out of focus right here. Sometimes when I'm on the hand movement, it's a little bit too much. That's when it becomes out of focus. That's a pretty good shot too. There you go, 25%. Good picture quality, folks. And this is the Sigma f1.4 30 millimeter prime. If I go to 33%, crystal clear. I don't want to zoom it too much, but that's excellent. And of course, the higher the millimeter, the more detail you can get, especially if you're taking close shots. There's one there again. Yeah, I only took 43 pictures with this lens. There's Buddy. You've already seen this. Looks like I've taken it multiple times. This is on my dining room table, on a pine table. I don't know why I keep taking this. There's my copper sailboat. This will be my urn. Beautiful picture. There's the flowers in the master bedroom. You can see what my favorite dog is. So with the prime, I thought this was a cool shot. You can see the reflection in the mirror. So which part is more in focus? Is it that, or is it in the mirror? Should be that. I think this area right here. Anyhow. Should cut it down when I do these videos, but I like taking a lot of pictures. Yeah, they're a little bit out of order. I don't know what's going on. Alright, so that's the end of the 30 millimeter. If I do, yeah, you can see what parts are in focus, when aren't. So anyway, I gotta go back here to 7%. Let's go to the next one, the 56 millimeter, 84 millimeter full frame equivalent. Now, of course, Dusty's a little bit out of frame, but I love this lens. The sharpness, you can't beat it. Of course, he's looking at me. So let's see if it's in focus. Oh yeah, look at that. If I do it 33, so you can see the blur, little line, but look at that. Excellent picture. I can go like that, center them. I can probably make that on a YouTube video. I might use this picture. I don't know. Anyway, for the thumbnail. But you can see the rendering of the paintings. There's Dusty again. There's the Eiffel Tower on my stereo in the bedroom. This is the copper sailboat. Bookshelf. This is where I sit in for the studio setup. Cowboy hat on a lamp in the corner of the bedroom. Flowers. I took 45 of these too. So it looks like I'm in the 40s with each taking pictures. I took a whole bunch with this camera, and they're all excellent. So you can get close up with the 85 millimeter. Oh, I should say 56 millimeter. Sorry. Let's go into a little detail. Yeah. See where I had it focused. A little bit more. A little bit more. Oh yeah. You see a little line noise, but it's not too bad. There's Wanda. There's pottery. There's the grass thing. There's the picture. Should have backed up just a little bit more. And of course, it's got to be 5 o'clock somewhere. You can see how sharp these are. Now this is a good example. So if I increase it, see the baby lamb. Look at that. That's why I love this lens. Get a close-up. Excellent. Yeah, if I went back a little bit more. Yeah. Okay, let's go back normal. Same thing with the mermaid. Yeah. Look at that. That's sharp. You can even see the reflection on the glass. Can't beat it. So the camera does take good pictures. You just have to make sure it's in focus first. Yeah, it's legible. I increase it. I'm looking for any fringing. No, that looks good. Let me move it around a little bit. Yeah. Well, you can see where it's sharp up here, and then it's kind of, that's what happens when you have an f1.4. That's why I like the f1.8. Everything stays kind of sharp. I could have stepped it up, but, well. I took about 45 pictures of these too with this lens. Just showing different signs. So you can see where part is in focus, part is not. So it starts blurring out. You can even see the dust on the fender. If I increase it, yeah, you see? Look at the dust. Move it down. Man, I'm going to have to do some house cleaning. Darn it. Mow the grass. House cleaning. What's next? There's Dusty. Got this cup. Mr. Camera Junkie, Louis Vega. This is in his store. I think it's 16 ounce or 12 ounce. I can't remember. It holds a lot of coffee. There's a painting. There's my microwave. It's my stereo. So I have it in portrait modes. This is a picture of my two older dogs, right in the middle of blue bonnets. Looks like it's a little out of focus. This is a sand dollar that I showed earlier, you know, with the writing. This is a famous picture. It's a wooden block with the photograph on top of it. This is when I think the war was over in Europe, not Japan. And that's the last picture on that. Now, I'm going to try my favorite, the 16 to 55 G f2.8. I increase it. Look how sharp that is. 25%, 33. Scroll down a little bit. This is at 50%. I can go to, let's say 100%. Yeah, I see a little noise at 100%. But anyway, I'm taking a wide shot. This is a little bit closer. So I think the other one was 16. This may be at 35 millimeter. This should be at 45. No, that was at 55. And then this, I don't know what that is. But anyway, here's, I like the artwork. This is all wood. It's carved out. Here's my office studio. So probably at 16 millimeters. You can see a wide field view of shot. Top of my rolling top desk. Now, I just want to show you one thing on Never Trust a Man Who Doesn't Drink. See how yellow, bright yellow that is? That's really not that bright. So I may have the EV or compensate aperture up by 1. If I would have lowered it, it might be the accurate color. So you may get the accurate color on a skin tone, but some things are blown out. So it kind of enhances the color or the contrast. Just want to point that out. I'm going to mouse over there. Bookcase again. I only took 13 pictures with this one because you've seen all the other ones. But this is f2.8, so there's my Mac Studio setup. There's me in the mirror right outside the studio. This is just the left to the mirror right at the entrance with the wall socket. Here's a picture. You've seen this before. That's the last one. Now we're going to do the kit lens at 55 to 10. So I didn't use the 16 to 50 kit lens on this. But anyway, this is the kit lens, 55 to 210. This is probably at 55 millimeters. I only took 18 pictures of these. Just want to show the difference at 4.5 at 55 millimeters. So you see, this is a little bit more muted than the yellow. Still a little bit brighter than what it usually is, but still. It's a pretty good lens. When you're on vacation, you use it. That's the demo battery for the ZV-E10. So I couldn't tell you what distance I am. I don't know this program too much. I don't know if it'll give me information. Yes, it does. There you go. So, shows me that. 6.3. Ah, there you go. There's the information. Okay, so now we know how to do it. I'm going to move this over to right about here. How's that? How's that, folks? That better? Shows you all the information. Look at that. Okay. Learning all the time, folks. Okay. Yep, that's the last one on that. And then I'll go to 7350. So you can see it's at 4.5. That must mean it's at the 70 millimeter. Yep, there it is. 70 millimeter. 105 millimeter, 35 millimeter equivalent. I like that. Everything right here. What camera, what lens, what aperture, the millimeters, the 35 millimeter equivalent, the shutter speed, and the aperture. And then it'll show the EVF, or the compensation. So I like that. Yeah, he's a little bit out of focus. I think I left it at 70 millimeters. I was hoping I would. expand it, but I think I did this all on the inside. Yep, now I moved it to 132 or 135 is what I was looking for. And you can see the different shutter speeds I've used. That's a good shot of Wanda. She's still a little bit out of focus, but if I increase it to 25%, yeah, that's not too bad. I took about 89 pictures with this lens. So this is the most. He's a little bit out of focus. You can see where things are out of focus. You can see where things are in focus. So I'm just going to scroll these real quick. So it's a little bit slower in focusing, but you notice that the pictures are pretty much stable. So the camera and the lens are doing the job. You know, all we have to do now is just take it outside and take pictures with this lens. I might do that right after this video. Yeah, there's my video on the TV. So I don't know what I've been doing, going back and forth. I guess I'm just trying to show different parts. And you can see some shots are darker than the others with the other lenses. You gotta remember, this is I think 4.5 to 6.3. And you see I'm out of focus there. So basically this lens is for the outside and for far away. It's just trying to show you capabilities of this lens on this camera. It's basically a vlogging camera, but you can take pictures with it. There's 3 modes: camera, video, and S&Q. With no EVF. Look how close I can get to that. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, that's out of focus. See, that's the problem with an LCD screen. You know, I could have been moving, like on this one. Try to get close up of her, and you can see part that's in focus, the other part's not. That's blurring. I think there is a little lens distortion, but I got it on corrected mode in the camera. Might have had it tilted a different way. So I've used portrait and landscape. So you've seen many of these pictures before. Some of you haven't. There's a good picture right there. And this is at 146 millimeters or 150. Let's get in, see if I can get it a little bit closer. Right there. Yeah, that's excellent. Outstanding. So what I'm trying to say is you don't have to have an expensive camera to take good pictures. You just have to practice getting at the right shutter speed, aperture, ISO. You might want to get a lens filter. I don't use it. I just use it just to show off products. See, that's a good shot right there. I increase it to 25%. You can see on the oil painting the different strokes. If I go a little bit to more, 33%, 50%, 100%. Look at that. It's sharp, folks. Just get the right lens, right picture. This camera will work for you. It's a pillow, and I isolated that on my guest bedroom. I keep showing that for some reason. I don't know. I guess it's at different settings. This is at 70 millimeter again. But you notice that all these pictures basically are stable. Now if I take it at the angle, you might see a little barrel distortion, you know, when the lines are going to the right, lower left, up right, like at that door, but it's not too bad. And that's the last picture. So anyhow, I'll go back over here. I am going to go in screen. Here I am. So this, if I go here to the guest camera, is what you're looking at. There you go. I'm centered. Looks pretty good, huh? On a Nikon camera. APS-C lens, DX style. There you have it. Well, one is not there. She came in a little bit. 6100. And I can move that around too. How's that? And of course the Z5. So anyway, these are the pics. I'll do some on the outside with that one lens, maybe with the 16 to 55 also. But anyhow, hope you like this video. Hope you learned something from it. There are many good things with this camera. You just have to practice with it. But anyway, remember, stay safe, keep smiling. Until next time, goodbye.